So guys, some really big news today. We've got Dawn of the Dukes for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It's the new expansion pack. We've all been waiting for it since the announcement that it was going to happen. And it's finally out on Steam to sort of look at with information on it. Let's take a deeper dive. So when we go through, we've actually got some images, which will be nice to look through. But we'll come back to that in the second half of the video. Let's actually read about the new civilizations that they've got and about the content itself. So Dawn of the Dukes, the second new official expansion of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and it's going to be available in August 2021. Now they say the second one, of course, because we had Lords of the West giving us the two new civilizations of the Burgundians and the Sicilians. Had lots of fun playing with those two new civilizations, and we're going to get some more. So the expansion, of course, requires Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and it says pre-order Age of Empires 4 now, and you'll get Dawn of the Dukes as a free bonus. Sounds awesome. So it looks like Age of Empires 4 is going to be coming out pretty soon as well, hopefully. Challenge friends with 2 new additional civilizations, as well as new unique units and technologies. Battle your way across Central and Eastern Europe with 3 new campaigns, overwhelming your opponents with sheer military might and economic productivity, or with highly disciplined and technologically innovative armies. The 2 new civilizations, the Bohemians and the Poles. So let's start off with the Bohemians. So it tells us, Bohemians, traverse Central Europe's tall mountains and verdant forests as you arm hardy warriors with advanced weapons and lead them to victory against insurmountable odds. Bohemian unique units are the Hussite wagon, a deadly forerunner of the modern tank, and the houfnice, a powerful upgrade to the bombard cannon. Okay, so it's given us 2 units, the unique unit and an upgrade that you can get for the bombard cannon for the Bohemians. Really interesting. So the Hussite wagon, first of all, it's an incredible name. I mean, Hussar, for guys, if you know me well, Hussar is definitely one of my favorite units. And wagon, it kind of like a halfway between maybe like a Hussar and a war wagon, maybe something like that. Kind of weird. But we're actually going to have some images of this later on in the video, so do keep your eyes peeled. It's a deadly forerunner of the modern tank. So it sounds like this unit was kind of the lead up to developing the tank. Quite incredible. And the houfnice, a powerful upgrade to the bombard cannon. So it's another siege upgrade for the Bohemians. And I think, again, we're going to be seeing that unit in the screenshots. Really looking forward to that bit. Now, let's move on to the Poles. So stride across fertile plains with industrious farmers and powerful nobles at your back as you build the fledgling Kingdom of Poland into one of medieval Europe's most powerful states. The Polish unique unit is Obuch, a brutal infantryman whose warhammer tears the armor from enemy units. Interesting. So Poles, they're giving us a couple of clues already. So industrious farmers, sounds like an eco upgrade there, just waiting to happen. And the Polish unique unit, the Obuch, a brutal infantryman whose warhammer tears the armor from enemy units. It's almost kind of like the latest from the Lithuanians, kind of ignoring enemy armor. Could be interesting. Now this is an infantry unit going to be. So yeah, kind of interesting for those 2 civilizations. There's going to be 3 new fully voiced campaigns. Algirdas and Kestutis. Faced with an impending invasion by the greedy Teutonic Knights, the small principality of Lithuania is on the brink of catastrophe. Divided and without wise leadership, the last pagans of Europe appear doomed. But Prince Algirdas and his loyal brother Kestutis refuse to bow to the marauders. Can they repel the Crusaders and then contend with the grandsons of Genghis Khan, the fearsome horse lords of the Golden Horde? In this campaign, you will play as the Lithuanians. Number 2. Jadwiga. Sent away from her mother and forcibly parted from the young man whom she loved, Jadwiga ascended to the Polish throne as a mere child. In a time of unending war, she must forge a future for her kingdom while contending with the wills of formidable leaders like Jadwiga and Vytautas the Great. Can the beloved star of the Poles bring about her vision of a powerful, united Poland-Lithuania? Or will the incessant maelstrom of war plunge both realms into ruin once more? In this campaign, you'll play as the Poles. And number 3, Jan Zizka. One-eyed Jan Zizka spent his youth as a mercenary fighting for honor and coin, but his destiny changed forever when he heard the preachings of the reformer Jan Hus in Prague. As a champion of the Hussite cause and the leader of its invincible armies, Zizka shattered existing notions of warfare with technological and tactical innovations, cement the legacy of one of history's greatest generals by galvanizing mere peasants into highly disciplined units and leading them to triumph over the Holy Roman Emperor's knightly armies. In this campaign, you play as the Bohemians. So we've got 3 new campaigns, one is playing as the Lithuanians, one as the Poles, and one as the Bohemians. All 3 storylines sound really interesting. I can't wait to look into more of the history of this and actually learn a bit about these civilizations. Let's move on to the next topic. So this is probably one of the most exciting parts of the information we've got, the images. Look at this architecture, look at the castle, it looks incredible. Now with the earlier expansion pack where we got Burgundians and Sicilians, the castles looked amazing, but look at this one. Now this looks like this is the Bohemians, and that's given away by the Hussite wagon. What's interesting is that it's got kind of guns that fire out the sides of it, so it kind of makes sense now when it reads in the description that it's kind of a precursor to a tank. It does look pretty tanky. Not to mention as well, look at the bombard cannon. Now that looks like it's the upgraded one that they have said they will give us. So it kind of looks like the houfnice. Houfnice? I think it's called houfnice. So that looks amazing. Let's move on to the second image. So this is clearly showcasing the Pole civilization, and you can see the castle slap bang in the middle. Again, it looks amazing. Look at the flags as well. That kind of gives it away that it's the Poles. Now I think the castle is actually the bottom one of the 2 big buildings, because the central one looks, I don't know, it looks like a citadel or kind of a central structure for a campaign rather than a castle itself. But we see it in the one of the next images as well that I think it's the bottom one that's the castle. And what's interesting is that look at their kind of cavalry there. It looks like a hussar, but kind of the wings look different. Interesting, kind of black wings. I don't know if that's a special type of look for the hussar for them. Could be amazing. And just in the corner as well, I'm going to zoom in, but you can see the unique unit, the Obuch, the infantryman with the warhammer. So moving to the third image, this one looks amazing. I think this is going to be one from the campaign, probably the Algirdas and Kestutis one, where it says that you're going to be faced with an impending invasion by the greedy Teutonic Knights. Now obviously we can see the Teutonic Knights, and we can see the new unique unit for the Bohemians, the Hussite wagon. So this is image number 4. Again, this looks like it's showcasing the Poles, and this is why also I think that castle structure was the bottom one from the previous image, because we have that image again, and it kind of looks a bit more like a castle anyway. And again, this image shows you the kind of interesting look on the hussar, and also the unique unit, the Obuch with the massive warhammers. To be fair, actually, they don't look that massive, but yeah, they look good. And last but not least, image number 5. Now, there's a lot going on here, and I'm not sure what to make of it. It doesn't really seem to showcase anything specific from the new civs, but it is definitely a nice image. So I'm not going to talk about this one too much. We've gone through 4 images in detail. This looks like a really nice image, but yeah, I don't think this one gives us much more information. So in conclusion, we've got 2 new civs, 3 new fully voiced campaigns, and it all looks pretty amazing actually. I'm really excited to play with the 2 new civilizations and the new campaigns. So the Bohemians look like they have a really strong unique unit. They've got advanced weapons as described, the Hussite wagon, and it's like almost like a deadly forerunner of the modern tank. And they have the houfnice, a powerful upgrade to the bombard cannon. So 2 units kind of revealed to us specific for the Bohemians. One that's being a unique unit, It looks like it's going to be quite tanky. The other one's going to be the bombard cannon, like a siege upgrade. And then we have the Poles. Looks like they have industrious farmers, a farming bonus on the cards maybe. Powerful nobles, is that referring to monks? Maybe. And of course they have the Obuch, the brutal infantryman whose warhammer tears the armor from enemy units. Guys, let me know what you think of the 2 new civilizations, the unique units, how they look as well. The graphics look very nice. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to release more content on these 2 new civilizations hopefully in the future. And I do lots of build orders, of course, if you know me already. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully see you on the next one, and take care. Have a good day.